Is Verizon a sinking ship or a hidden gem? Despite its prolonged decline, compelling signs indicate that the tide may be turning. Stay tuned to discover why Verizon might just be the comeback story you've been waiting for. Let's get into it. Thomas, welcome back. Always good to have you here. Let's talk about Verizon. I did read your article on MarketBeat this week. You had called out that Verizon is too good to pass up. Sounds like a hyperbole to some people, and I might be one of those that fall into that category. So tell me, what am I missing here, and why should I buy Verizon when we're done with this video?
Well, Verizon's been one of my core holdings for years because it's cheap to buy and it pays a great dividend. It's a blue chip tech stock. It's the U.S. #1 mobile carrier. The business is entrenched. They're not going anywhere. It doesn't grow quickly, but it grows, and the dividend is growing. The company has raised the dividend for 18 going on 19 years and will be a dividend aristocrat within the next 6 to 7 years. And now the stock is paying 7%. All that's still true. So it's just even more attractive at these levels.
Thomas, I've heard a lot of MarketBeat contributors talking about stocks that pay you to own them. And Verizon, as you said, is currently paying 7%. But what about the growth here?
Well, so the company is growing and the dividend is growing. So you get the total package. It's not robust growth, but it's sustainable. And that's what long-term buy and hold investors want to see. Something that I noticed in the data, speaking of buy and hold investors, is that the institutions are buying. They own about 61% of the stock, which isn't a ton, but considering how widely held it is a significant figure. And they've been buying on balance all through the downturn. There is rotation within the group, but there's more buying than selling, which ultimately is supportive for the price action. And I see some bottoming going on right now as well.
So, Thomas, can I double dip here? I mean, if the analysts see Verizon is undervalued, that seems like an opportunity, right?
Oh, it is indeed. And that's the way that I see it. 15 analysts are current. They've got reports that are less than 6 months old. That's a fair number. They rate it at hold, which for someone who doesn't already own the stock, that's as good as a buy. Their consensus target is $46. That's about 30% of upside. But more importantly, even the low price target of $37 is about 5.7% above the price action. So even the most bearish analyst thinks there's upside. I think that's significant.
So why is it undervalued in the first place?
I think it's just a combination of souring outlook, economic headwinds, and some negative analyst commentary over the last 2 years. That's a combination that puts some pressure on the price action. But part of the story now is that all that fear was misplaced. The negative expectations haven't really unfolded the way that the market thought they were. And now the yield is compelling with the stock trading at a 13-year low. So this is the 1 month chart, or the chart of 1 month price action. You can see that Verizon here is bouncing off of 13-year lows. This is an ultra low valuation. I think it's about 7 times earnings. The analysts see nothing but upside. The institutions are buying, had to put this bottom in right here. You got a 7% yield. I just see lots of potential upside in this chart. We may see some sideways movement first, but I think over the next few years, it certainly will start moving higher again.
So the negativity surrounding Verizon has created an opportunity here for investors. With institutions buying, analysts seeing potential, and an attractive dividend yield. It seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it, Thomas?
Yeah, I think it is. The valuation is super low. The yield is compelling. It's not a growth rocket, but it's stable. You can rely on it. The undervaluation certainly adds to the story. And I think that there's another potential catalyst in interest rates. The FOMC isn't expected to cut rates soon, but they will be cutting rates over the next year or two. And with the outlook for bond yields to come down and for CD yields to come down, the institutions with that long-term outlook may be viewing the 7% yield and the potential for upside very positively.
All right, well, there you have it. Verizon could be the hidden gem you've been waiting for. We hope this video allowed you to take a closer look. And if you enjoyed this video, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up, leaving us a comment down below. Stay tuned for more insights and analysis from MarketBeat by subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks, Thomas. We'll see you soon.